because my topic is something I'm so passionate about, and so this is coming to you from like deep, okay? So my name is Sarah Long. I'm an exclusive Black Status presenter with Unique. I joined Unique in September of 2014, so I've been around for about 2.5 years. I hit pink status in October, green in November, and then I hung out at green for a while. And then 1.5 years after I joined, I hit black last April. Thank you. It's on my team. They're amazing. So a little bit about me. My wonderful husband, who's here, he's in the back filming me right now. If we can get him around. Opportunities everywhere, right? We have 2 daughters. They are 5 and 2. My youngest is almost 3, so they're about 2.5 years apart. They're a very spoiled boxer named Jethro. I add him in here because he's kind of my sidekick. And if you've ever watched my lives or anything, sometimes he makes his appearance. I have a full-time job. I work here in Portland. I'm a local girl. So where's our local girls at? And I'm in school full-time to finish my bachelor's degree. So I have a very busy life. So busy. I get it, right? So I picked this song because we all go through these crazy challenges in our lives, right? It doesn't matter where you come from. We all face humongous challenges. And what defines us, we're going to get into it a little bit later, but it's how we overcome those challenges, right? How we build resiliency into our lives. So most of us have probably seen these graphics before, and I included them because, a lot of times in this business, I feel like we only think about success as being black status. But I'm not here today to talk to you and to tell you how to hit black status and change your business. I want you to change your life. I want you to think about something so much bigger. And I want you to find the strength within yourself to overcome every challenge that you face. So I'm going to tell you guys a little story. And this is the first time I've ever told this story in public. It's really public. So bear with me. So whether it's personal or professional success, success equals triumph, right? Success is the feeling we have when we accomplish something huge. I got married when I was 18 years old. It was my first marriage. And we were young, and we were dumb, and we had no business being married. I wrote this down so I stay on track, sometimes I go crazy. He was both verbally and physically abusive. And with that, of course, comes a lot of mental damage, right? They call it baggage, right? Is the term? Got a lot of it. Had a lot of it. When we finally split up, he left me with 2 cents in our bank account, stole my car, he ripped up my passport, and we lived in Germany at the time. He was in the military, so I couldn't get home. There was no escape. So I had to face this massive, massive fear at 22 years old. I don't really know what I was doing at 22 either, just so you know. He left me in massive debt due to a vehicle addiction, right? He was big into his car and aftermarket parts, and 2,000 turns to 10,000 turns to 20 turns to 30,000, real quick. And I'll take some responsibility. I like to shop, right? So our poor financial decisions together. And a lot of broken promises in there. So this was 2008. And I don't know how many of you remember what happened in the United States in 2008, but that was when the economy tanked. So I lived in Germany. Thankfully, I had a job. So there was no reason for me to come back to the States. There was nothing here. There was no job. There was no economy to come back to. Plus, I'm a little stubborn. And I wanted to prove to the world that going to Germany was not a bad decision, despite what a lot of people told me. Sarah, you don't follow this guy? I did it anyway. So I had some something to prove, right? So I had to figure it out. So there I was. I had nothing, not getting my name. Then I had to figure it out, and I did. And I'm happy and proud to say that this past summer, I walked into a car dealership by myself, and I walked out with a brand new Subaru Legacy that I financed with 0 down and a 1.9% interest rate on my own. So there's no elevator, guys, to success. 2008, 2016, it took me 8 years, but I climbed back out of this terrible, horrible place that I was in. Okay, so there's no elevator. We all have to take the stairs. We have to do the work to get through the really hard stuff. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today. There's a secret formula. And I figured it out. So I want you guys to imagine a marathon, okay?
Oh, great.
How many of us have friends who are runners? Probably most of us, right? A lot of people run. Big thing. So success is the finish line, right? Everyone's like, oh, you ran a marathon, you ran a marathon. So success is the product of the results that we get, that we measure success by, right? But you can't call an Uber to the finish line, guys. They don't deliver there, okay? You have to run the race. The running is the action. But first, before we take action, you have to make the decision to run the marathon. Okay? And your decisions are based on your mindset. So how many of us have heard today, it's the action, we have to take action. Well, that's great. That's exactly what you need to do. It's right. But what's the step before that? It's a decision. Okay? We're going to talk about the decision-making process. Decisions are driven by our mindset. So our mindset is our greatest obstacle. I think it was Sarah who said it. Maybe it was somebody over there said it today. That we are our biggest obstacle, but we are also our biggest, we are the path, right? We are our greatest solution. So just think about a rose. Think about a rose bush. Some people look at a rose bush and they say, oh, it's so thorny, right? That rose bush is so thorny. It'll prick me, it'll poke me. But then some people look at a rose bush and they say, look how beautiful those roses are. So think about that. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or we can rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Which do you want? All right, so I'm going to give you guys 5 tips. I want you guys to write these down. Okay? I'm going to try not to get too technical on you. I want you to stay engaged. I'm going to give you 5 tips for just creating a positive mindset and living by this mindset. Tip number 1 is to be grateful. It's to train your mind to see good in every situation. My first marriage was a stage 5 disaster. Right? Of epic proportion. Not even joking. Like Dr. Phil for real. I'm not very proud of that time in my life, but I'm grateful because it led me to my husband, because we met in Germany at the DMV when I had to figure things out. And he gave me babies, and we have 2 beautiful kids, and we have this beautiful life. So in the end, I won. How about that? I can't say it like the cash cow So give compliments instead of judgment. When you see somebody, we kind of talked about this a little bit today with comparing yourself to someone else's journey. It's easy to look at someone else and say, ugh, well, she's doing Why don't you compliment? Change the narrative there, okay? Compliment instead of judge. Drop your ego, amigo. This is something I actually struggled with a little bit in my business. I came in and I was hardcore. I did parties like crazy. I was like 20 hours a day, crazy me. And my sponsor's path was different than mine. And for a long time, I resented the fact that she was making money on me. Again, these are things I'm not proud of, but these were learning experiences for me. And at some point in my path, my mindset changed, and the narrative in my head changed, And I stopped being resentful that she was earning on me, and I started being grateful that I had the ability to help her put food on her table. You see the difference there? Do you see how the same situation can have two different views? And one makes you feel icky, right? I mean, I hate to use icky, but really it's just love. And the other is like, I'm so grateful that my hard work can help this struggling mom. Okay, so change your mindset, guys. Live our mission to uplift, empower, and validate, and be genuine with it. Really feel it and exude it in your whole life, not just in your business. All right, get a little jumped up. And I'm going to quote Sherry down here because this is a moment. A lot of you may have been there at convention when she said this. If you are not grateful for what you have, the universe will not see fit to give you more. Let's give Sherry a round. Okay, how many of us put contingencies on our husbands? I will be so happy when my husband does the dishes. Anybody?
Yeah.
So happy when my kids just clear their lane, right? So happy when ... How about with your business? I'll be happy when I'm what status? When I'm yellow status? When I'm pink? When I'm blue? When I'm green? Orange? Purple? Black? Are you telling yourself that I'll be happy with my business when I get to this level? I have news for you guys. Are you listening?
Yes.
Your value is not determined by your color status. It's not. Your value is determined by your determination. That's it. A black status presenter is a white status presenter who never gave up. I guarantee you that every single black status presenter here has been through every challenge that you're facing in your business, or at least something very similar. And you just didn't give up. Okay? Habit number 3, we're going to do an activity. So, daily affirmations. I have 2 little girls, and it's really important to me that they grow up with confidence. So every day, as much as I can, again, remember I work full time, I have unique, I'm in school full time, every day, as much as I can, we do daily affirmations. And my 5-year-old is so good at this now. Like, she is, confidence to the child is not lying. And she will say, Mom, I am smart, I am brave, and I can do anything. I'm like, yeah, you can. Yeah. So I want everybody here to say it with me. I'm going to count to 3. I want us to say it all, and I want you guys to feel it, okay? So 1, 2, 3. I am
Smart. I am brave. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I will love myself. I can do anything.
And I want us to say that one more time with a little gusto. Try it again. I am smart.
I am smart.
I am brave.
Brave.
I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am worthy.
I will love myself. I can do anything.
That's right. I am, I will, I can. These are statements of intention. Whatever you tell yourself following those words, your brain is listening. So say nice things. Okay? We're going to do an activity real quick. Get your phones out. Nothing goes, ladies. But I want you guys to post that to your Instagram and then share it to Facebook if you don't have Instagram. It's on Facebook. And use the hashtag #LoveYouSelfie_PDX. Okay, I want you guys to feel those words. I want you guys to tell yourself those things every day. If you don't believe those things about yourself, how will anybody else ever believe it? You guys have to believe it. Habit number 4. Focus on solution. Be solution focused. Find ways to eliminate stress. Fun example. Again, I work full time, I'm in school full time, I run unique, I have a family. I love to cook, but the thought of making a meal plan and going grocery shopping and coming home after 12 hours and then cooking, just like and the meals are delivered to our house on Wednesday. We order like 3 to 5 a week. Meals are delivered to our house. They have everything's prepped. It's all ready. You might have to chop some onions, but that's it. They give you the recipe. My husband started cooking dinner. I eliminated that stress from my life. So that's just an example. Maybe it's laundry, whatever. Find ways to eliminate the things that are causing you stress. Use productive language. Instead of saying, God, Sarah, I can't get a Facebook party to qualify to save my life. I want you to say, how can I go get 10 more Facebook parties today? See the difference? One is negative. One is telling yourself something negative. You're saying, I suck at this, or I'm no good at this. The other is saying, how can I get better? What can I do? Do you see the difference? Communicate, communicate, communicate. This is really big in all areas of your life, but really, I have found for me personally, with running a business and running a family, if I need time in my business, I communicate that to my husband. The month that we were running for Black Sabbath, let me tell you a little bit, this is a little sidebar, of how crazy I am. Admittedly, I'm nuts. So we put our house on the market to move. We lived in Georgia. We were moving to Kansas. Put our house on the market April 1st. House sold in 2 days. 2 days. With a 30-day close. Financing was secure, like, oh. April 9th, I looked at my back office and I said, well, hot day, I'm going to go for Black this month. And move across the country and sell my house with 2 little kids. And we did it. But I told my husband, the second I decided, I said, babe, not going to be around much this month. He's like, what are you talking about, Sarah? You know that we're moving, right? But like across the country, not just like a little bit, like we're not moving next door, we're moving like Georgia to Washington. And we have to sell our house. And I was like, yeah, you can do it. We got it. All right, we're good. I need this from you, babe. We can do it. Like, we talked about it. He's like, well, I guess I'll see you May 1st. So I locked myself in my bedroom, and my team hit Black Sabbath that month. So manage your emotions. This is another one. I'm not going to go a ton into detail on these. Manage your emotions, guys. Reactions are a choice. How you react to something, that's a decision. You're choosing to respond in whatever way you respond. So think about your reactions, okay? Make your decisions. Manage your expectations and be realistic. Again, and I'm not trying to make you remember all of these wonderful things about me. Wonderful equals crazy. I work full-time. I am in school full-time. I still have kids that I'm very involved with. I have unique. My life is busy. So I manage my expectations for my business. And I recognize that the results that I'm getting in my business are they're directly linked to the amount of time I'm able to put into my business. So am I running in the fast lane as hardcore as I want to be? No. But I recognize my ability to do so, and I manage my expectations. So I don't hold myself to a standard of, I'll use Micah Jenkins, she's my upline Black, she's one of my best friends. I use her as an example. Our lives are very different. Very different. So if I'm comparing my business to Micah's business, who does that hurt? That hurts me, right? Our lives are different. So I can't have those expectations with my reality. So your expectations have to be realistic and they need to match your reality, okay? So this is a quote from General Patton, actually. I don't know how many military buffs we got in there. So success is measured by how high you bounce when you hit the bottom. Have a lot of us hit the bottom at some point? I hit the bottom in December of 2015. November 2015 was a strong month. Anybody remember that month? It was a crazy month, right? Like Liquid Foundation went crazy backward, all that nuts. We had our strongest month ever. I had a really small team at the time. Still have a really small team. We had our strongest month ever. We were about 75% of the way to Black. I was so pumped. I was so proud of my girls, and we were like one of my best friends, texted me and said, we need to talk. We need to talk is never good. Okay? You guys, all wives heard that, right? We need to talk. It's never good. So she left. She told me that she was leaving Unique. She was going to a competing company. And she took half of the team with her. Yeah. Talk about going. No, it's okay. It's okay. It really is. And I'll tell you what. I hit rock bottom. Total, like I went from 75% to black to paid as green. Lost over half my company's sales, lost over half my company. I thought, this is it. Like, I'm just not meant to go on, right? I let myself have my moment, and then something clicked in me, and I said, Sarah, why are you letting her actions dictate your success? That's dumb. What are you doing? And I got my mind right, and I refocused, and within, so this was mid-December that she left, January we had a strong month, we were building, we were growing. February, I was back to being paid as purple. April we hit black. She didn't get to decide whether or not I was successful. So it's a mindset, you guys. Okay, so make decisions. Take action. You guys are going to hear that a lot today. Be a magnet for positivity. Negativity is toxic. Somebody in your team, somebody in your life, family or not, comes to you with all this negativity and you're like, whoa. This is a no negative fly zone, okay? I don't want it. Out. Stop the negative talk, negative self-talk. Remember, we talked about this a little bit today. Stop telling yourself your false truths. Say good things to yourself and about others. That's contagious. Balance is not found. We have to create it. How many of you have said, how many of us, because I'm so guilty of this, have said, God, if I could just find some balance. I just need to find some balance. Like it's this tangible thing that we can just, like an Easter egg hunt, right? Like we're just going to go find some balance today. We can do this. We're going to find balance. Guys, we can't find balance. It's not tangible. We're not going to find it. We have to create balance. Balance is something you create. My work-life balance looks a lot different than Brennan's work-life balance. It has to. Our lives are different. And my number one tip for everybody who's building their business, who's working hard, who's doing all of these things, and you still feel like you can't find the balance, I want you to put your phone down when it's family time. When your kid says, Mom, will you read to me? Put your phone down. There's no such thing as a makeup emergency. Okay? There's not. My time with my kids is sacred. I don't have a lot of it. I see them for 1 hour a day. My team can wait. My family has to come first. And Melanie talks about that at Unified. I'm not going to go into that, but put your phones down. And that is how you're going to start to create your own balance. When you can say, I'm 100% all in this moment to whatever it is, whether it's your business, your family, etc. Put your phone down. Okay? Be 100% all in. That's how you create the balance. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop waiting for things to come together. Reach up. Change the constellations. Make your own. You have the power to do that. So to wrap it up, remember at the beginning, we said results are driven, or success is driven by results, right? So flip it around. Your mindset drives your decision making. Your decisions are what drive your actions. Your actions drive your results, and your results determine your success. Trust the process. We are a party plan company. We book, we sell, we sponsor, rinse, wash, repeat, and we do it with a service heart. You can do this. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you. Thank you guys so much.